Welcome to Hot Drama TV. Imagine stepping onto a stage to dance, but instead of elegance, you end up in the middle of a comedy war. That's exactly what happened when Lu Yuning and Jin Jing turned a simple routine into the funniest performance of the season. Tonight, let's relive how this unforgettable moment became a viral sensation. A stage set for the unexpected. The evening began like countless others on the variety show The Earth is So Fresh. The stage glowed under neon lights, the music hummed in the background, and the audience leaned forward in their seats, waiting for another polished performance. At first glance, Lu Yuning and Jin Jing looked like any other pair of dance partners. But as soon as they stepped onto the stage, something was different. There was no gentle smile, no graceful opening stance. Instead, the atmosphere felt electric, charged with mischief, as if a storm of laughter was about to break loose. This wasn't going to be a simple dance. It was going to be a showdown. The Cold War begins. Rather than moving in perfect harmony, the two dancers turned their backs on each other. Arms folded, heads tilted away. Their body language screamed of silent protest. It was as if they were staging the first act of a couple's quarrel. The music's rhythm continued, but their movements became stiff, awkwardly exaggerated, almost robotic. The crowd erupted into chuckles, because instead of elegance, they were witnessing a dance argument unfold. It was comedy without a single word spoken. Every eye roll, every sharp stomp was a punchline, turning the stage into a living cartoon strip of dramatic misunderstandings. Eruption of the dance battle. Then, without warning, the tension exploded. Lu Yuning suddenly spun around with fierce intensity, almost like launching an attack. Jin Jing didn't back down. She retaliated with stomps so exaggerated they shook the stage, wild arm gestures, and a pout so over the top it could rival a soap opera actress mid-meltdown. The choreography morphed into chaos. Kicks that looked like arguments, twirls that resembled shouting matches, and mock pushes that seemed like playful insults. The audience could no longer contain themselves. Laughter filled the room so loud it drowned out the music. One fan later commented online, "This isn't a dance. This is a war without smoke, and it's hilarious." Comedy reaches its peak. The brilliance of the performance was how seriously the two pretended to take themselves. Lu Yuning's tall frame and stoic face clashed hilariously with Jin Jing's fiery expressions and exaggerated antics. Each time he tried to reclaim control with a dramatic spin, she undercut him with a goofy move, sending the crowd into another round of laughter. It was slapstick disguised as dance physical comedy so perfectly timed that people compared it to a live-action sketch. Online comments like, "Their comedic timing is genius," and "If they don't become a comedy duo, it's a waste of talent," began flooding in. The performance wasn't just entertainment, it was comedy gold. From enemies to allies. Just when it seemed the battle might never end, the music softened. The quarrel slowly dissolved into something gentler. With exaggerated reluctance, the two switched partners mid-routine, bowing to each other as though sealing a peace treaty. The crowd, still wiping tears of laughter, suddenly found themselves applauding a surprisingly sweet finale. It was as if two warriors had finally laid down their swords and agreed that no matter the conflict, laughter was the greatest resolution. The contrast, chaotic argument giving way to harmony, brought a sense of closure that was both funny and oddly touching. The internet explodes. Of course, it didn't end on stage. Clips of the performance spread like wildfire online, climbing into trending topics within hours. On social media, users couldn't stop sharing memes, GIFs, and endless replays. "I laughed so hard I couldn't breathe," one fan wrote. Another joked, "This routine should be taught in comedy schools," and countless others praised them. Lu Yuning and Jin Jing are national treasures. Protect them at all costs. The argument dance became more than just a TV segment. It became a cultural moment, the kind of viral sensation that unites audiences across ages and backgrounds in shared laughter. The bigger picture behind the laughter. Beneath the comedy and chaos lies a deeper truth about why this performance struck such a chord. Audiences are hungry for creativity, for something that breaks the mold of formulaic variety shows. By taking a simple dance routine and transforming it into a miniature story, a battle, a comedy, and a reconciliation, Lu Yuning and Jin Jing gave viewers something fresh, memorable, and utterly human. It reminded everyone that entertainment doesn't always need grandeur or perfection. Sometimes all it takes is two artists willing to laugh at themselves, embrace spontaneity, and invite the audience to laugh along. In the end, their war without words wasn't just the highlight of the night. It became proof that when humor collides with performance art, the stage can create magic that lingers long after the lights dim. So tell me, what do you think? Was this the funniest dance you've ever seen? Would you like to see more variety shows take this kind of risk? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that keep you laughing and inspired. Until next time, stay fresh, stay curious, and keep smiling.